Hello, my name is Erica Diaz, and I am going to be doing my presentation on Southwest Key Programs. So, a little bit about the program. Southwest Key Program is a fundamental program in aiding the immigration process. They house unaccompanied minors who entered the U.S. illegally until they could get them reunified with their families. They work closely with the ICE department, and when a child enters the country illegally, unaccompanied or with their parents, they are placed in the system. And since they are children, the United States has these facilities that care for the children while they get reunified with their families. So, Southwest Key was established in 1987 by Juan Sanchez in Texas. The program is funded by the Department of Health and Human Services, and in 2018, an approximated $1.5 billion went into the funding of the program. So this money seems to be going up every year as we get more and more immigrant children entering the country. But Southwest Key, as of right now, has 26 locations across Texas, Arizona, and California. California is home to two locations located in El Cajon and Pleasant Hill. In total, Southwest Key facility can house up to 5,427 children. Usually, the age range that children enter the facility are between the ages of 13 and 17, and the countries that these children are mostly coming from are Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. So, the site responsibilities. In 2018, Southwest Key program had 49,100 children under their care. In El Cajon location, nearly 200 children are under the care and supervision of the Southwest Key facility. The site is responsible for receiving the children, assigning them a case manager, providing them with medical examination, legal and religion services. The site also provides children with clothing and hygiene items. These facilities are intended to be a temporary stay while the case managers attempt to reunify the children. So, according to their site, their expectant stay is on average around 35 days. So they want to work as quickly as possible to get the children to, their families and get them back to a normal routine. So the facilities have a 1 to 8 ratio with the children. So that means that there is a caretaker, a case manager, one person that is in charge of 8 people, 8 children, 8 cases. At the facilities, children enter a school setting in which they're taught reading, math, social studies, and science and English. So I just wanted to add this slide because I wanted you to understand what the process is like. So, like I said, when ICE detains undocumented children, they begin to enter step one right over here. So, unaccompanied minors taken into custody by the U.S. and Customs Enforcement. Then they go into Border Patrol transports them to the shelter, and pregnant minors and children under the age of 12 take priority. So, there's limited space in these facilities, so it's kind of on a first come first serve basis, unfortunately, and they are trying to expand as quickly as they can, but they do have to get certain permits and regulations in order to open these facilities. So Step three goes into they arrive at the facility. They get the proper food, water, clothing, bath, hygiene items. They get a bed to rest, and it comes with clean linens, and they get medical care. These children have undergone a huge route to come here. They have had a tough journey, and some of these children, upon entering, have experienced some really difficult times, you know? So during step four, they undergo orientation, physical and mental medical evaluation, and a case manager is assigned to them to begin the reunification process. So all these processes are essential to assisting the children because it's geared to better assist them and for them not to be in an even more stressful situation with other adults, maybe that they don't know, that they don't get receive assistance from. So the this what the site is doing well. The site mainly focuses around the care and well-being of the children. In order for them to walk into a harmonious and successful setting, they take care of children's needs and their education. Southwest Key program focuses on reunifying the children with their parents or close relatives living in the United States. Knowing many of these children have faced physical abuse, extreme poverty, gang threats, and have seen and lived through dangerous situations, the site places great emphasis in finding qualified candidates to work with them. Southwest Key program trains their staff for 80 hours and conducts both on-site and classroom training. According to the CEO, he released a statement saying Southwest Key will continue to provide care for all immigrant minors because the alternative would be less equipped and far less hospitable environment. Our primary concern is the safety and welfare of their children. So I think this speaks highly of the facility and the emphasis they have on caring for their children. And I think that they do an excellent job training the staff because, like I said, these children have undergone a long journey, and who knows what type of violence they escape from and what is going on in their minds, you know, and they're already in a very traumatizing situation. And we're adding a little more stress on them by separating them from their families, but doing the best we can to unifying them with their families once again. So areas of improvement where I saw that they could work a little better would be that the staff ratio was supposed to be 1 to 8. But unfortunately, there are many children that are continuously entering the facility, and a single volunteer worker can have up to 12 children. Children often found themselves desperate to leave and reunite with their families. According to some sources, I saw that a lot of the kids undergo a lot of stress and they start you know, getting really desperate to leave the facility, or they resort to cutting, or just having suicidal tendencies. So, unfortunately, when they do run away from the facilities, workers can't do anything to prevent a child from leaving other than talking to them because they are not a detention facility. So, as the immigration policy continues to be under fire, and public attacks, the morale of the staff tends to be low when they are accused of doing something inhumane. So I feel like they can work on creating a better positive image in the media, because immigration is such a big topic in our country right now, that these people that are just trying to help, that they're doing the best they can with the resources they have, and you know, they're understaffed already. They don't need that added stress. So that is something I thought that, you know, the company could improve on a little. What I did and what I saw when I walked into the facility, it was in a busy neighborhood that was a little run down. The facility itself was gated with a guard keeper. Upon entering the building, you are greeted by welcoming and cheerful personalities. Many of the classrooms look like normal setting filled with artwork. There were sleeping quarters with up to 4 to 5 beds. Children had outdoor area where they could enjoy recreational time for up to an hour. Volunteers and case managers looked after their assigned group and bonded with them and made sure that they had good mental health and remained in the facility. So when you volunteer here, um, I want to say that you're pretty much a mentor, and all these kids become your priority. You are that one positive change in their life. You are there for them. So it's kind of like a big brother, big sister program in which, you know, you are their only hope to get reunified with their family. So it is a very rewarding volunteer job. Or if you want to expand your social services experience, it is a great opportunity to do so here. And here are my references. So I have frequently asked questions straight out of the southwestkey.org website. Former Southwest Key leader who ran migrant child shelters for U.S. And then the source right there. And then I have, here's what it's like to work at a shelter for immigrant kids, and a source as well. And I just wanted to thank you so much for an awesome semester and for being such a great teacher and very understanding and super helpful. And I wish you the best. Thank you, Travis.